little kid story, there has to be little kids.
Yeah, there's a little kid.
Always.
And he talks like this. I heard that through the wall.
Hello. And welcome back to Hashtag Emoji. Episode 18.
18 is crazy.
18. Wow.
Episode 8. I love how every episode we forget.
Yeah.
And then we like realize and we're like, oh, god damn.
I was like mentally preparing for it in the bathroom just now, and I was like, where are
18.
we?
2 more, and then it's gonna be 20.
Yeah. And then our podcast can legally drink in Canada starting next week.
That's crazy.
Happy birthday, podcast.
Oh my goodness, podcast.
Wow.
Well, yeah. I like that it corresponds with years.
Yeah. Every week is a year.
Every week is a year. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm coming to you having worked 3 12-hour days with children. I talk to you really close because that's where I am.
This is an ASMR episode.
This is actually an ASMR episode. So, we have not talked in 3 days. Which always leads to interesting episodes.
Yeah, true.
Let me talk a little bit, but like, not really.
Not really. No.
And B, I am delirious. So.
Yeehaw.
Yee freaking haw. So,
I think we're just gonna keep going with this like little writing streak we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing, we
have
like
not prepared
weird things. But we want to create something new. And one that'll fit in one episode.
Yeah. We're gonna
Make a story. A nursery rhyme. No.
A nursery rhyme.
Not a nursery rhyme. I feel like maybe in the spirit of children, we could come up with a children's.
Oh, we're on different planets right now.
What?
My brain went murder mystery.
Okay, for children.
Murder mystery for children. Okay.
They would love that. All of them. They all want to play Mafia. And I'm like, can we talk about what Mafia actually is?
do we know what we're doing right now? The answer is no.
Let's have that conversation. They don't. And you know what? I liked it too when I was a child.
No, me too. I also did not know what it was.
I was like, we're killing. Love it. But then, like,
Fire.
The fact that it's called Mafia is crazy.
Yeah, true.
It's like you are members of the Mafia. Children. We did not play Mafia this week.
Okay. So we're doing a murder mystery for children.
I like this.
Incredible.
This is what I want.
Who died? Or is that the mystery?
Well, yes. But I feel like as writers, we need to know.
Yeah, okay.
And then we can,
and are they human? If it's for children, I fear...
I think there should be, like... You know how a lot of children's stories have, like Harry Potter has a lot of human characters.
Yeah.
Well, wizards, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Don't come at me. Sorry. But then there's also animals.
Right. Like, they have, like... I don't know Harry Potter at all.
Well, like...
But, like, there's, like, owls and stuff.
Yeah. And there's, like... Well, maybe not in Harry Potter, but in, like, children's stories, there's... You're a goat just because you're a goat.
Yeah. Like in Wicked.
And we're equals.
There's just the goats that talk, but not for very long.
Yeah. But it's like not addressed in the children. It's just they wanted to make stuffed animals. I feel like it's very that.
Okay.
But I feel like the murderer was an animal.
The murderer was an animal. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, when I say murderer, do you think I mean who was murdered or who did murder?
Who did murder?
Oh, cool. I'm glad I clarified because I was thinking who was murdered.
Oh, so the animal died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who?
It was an ant.
Okay, so we're small in scale. I like it.
I like the idea that instead of it just being somebody having a pet ant, you sized down everybody else.
Yeah,
so
now
the ants were really
the
big.
ants are giant.
So the ants are like the size of dogs.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
It's really cursed.
And I feel like this ant is a woman. I don't know why. As soon as an ant, my brain went family member, woman.
Okay. Aunty-ant.
Aunty-ant died of mysterious circumstances.
Who did it?
Who did it? I feel like also, if it's Aunty-ant, I feel like this is a family function.
Okay. Are they all ants? Or is this what this is turning into?
Maybe it is. This is in the anthill.
It's an anthill. Okay.
Like, yeah, it's not the, you know what I mean? Like the ant.
And the murder was the way that they were killed was they just closed in the top. of the anthill. Auntie Aunt was not strong enough to dig up by herself.
I see. So they were trying to murder everyone?
Yeah, and the only one in there was Auntie Aunt.
So they just sucked.
Yeah.
And only killed Auntie Aunt.
They failed
Excellent.
miserably.
Okay. Who is the murderer?
Uncle Aunt.
Uncle Aunt? Part of me thinks that's too obvious.
That is too obvious.
Like it's
Gerald.
Gerald. Okay, I like it. Who is Gerald? Oh, well, like, let's come with. Wish we had a freaking whiteboard.
I know, right?
Well,
That's our
Uncle,
first investment.
Uncle Aunt is a character.
I like it.
Obviously married to Auntie Aunt.
Yes.
Devastated.
Of course, first suspect.
Gerald.
Actual murderer.
Actual murderer.
Is a human but ant-sized.
He's a human but man-sized. And, what's the motivation? Like, does he just feel not part of the family? Because he's the only human among the ants.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he feels like an outcast.
Yeah, I think that's the reason. That sucks for Gerald.
Gerald's just really sad. Honestly, I understand Gerald. Not in the sense, like, in the murder sense, but
Yeah.
in the sense that he's just lonely.
He's just lonely. So maybe Aunt is, like, really popular.
Auntie Aunt was not a lot of fans. Okay.
She, like, the family loved her. She made the best, like, tarts. And Gerald wanted to be
had
a
the
baker.
bakery.
Yeah.
She had a bakery in the anthill.
Excellent.
Gerald crushed the bakery. Out of jealousy.
Oh my goodness.
And Auntie Aunt was inside.
Yeah, like in my brain, like the ant is like in like a Bug's Life. I've never seen a Bug's Life, but I imagine if I did watch a Bug's Life, it would be like one tube down, and then there's like all these little ant rooms. Like
Yeah.
So you can
start
start off just one.
Yeah. So he was targeting the bakery.
And one of them is the bakery.
And maybe it was an accident. Maybe he just wanted to crush the bakery out of pure jealousy.
And
then
miscalculated.
And he also crushed Auntie.
I like this because it's
a little more innocent than...
It's a little more innocent. It is a children's show.
It's a children's show.
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like Auntie Aunt needs to have more enemies than just Gerald, or else
Yeah.
it's just so obvious.
Yeah, but I also feel like Gerald was like I feel like Gerald also like was close to her.
Okay.
Like was jealous, but like feigned being very friendly.
I just got this like really cursed image of like
I'm scared. You haven't even said it.
Of Auntie Aunt. This is an ant.
I see.
Auntie Aunt.
I understand.
Gerald. And riding Auntie Aunt like a horse.
I don't know how we're gonna work this in, Heather.
I don't know. You just said they were close. They were friends.
In proximity. I like that. They're close to your
So
life.
you're...
They're close.
You meant like in feet. Although feet is
No.
that's a lot for ants.
I'm saying that you went in the proximity direction, and I was thinking in the relationship direction.
I'm just gonna ignore that little chuckle was exactly the same.
Always.
We're gonna move on.
Okay, I feel like we do need to incorporate this. This is a visual. This is a visual that came to you for a reason. It is relevant.
That was how they bonded. They
Maybe
participated in ant derbies.
the Ant Family Games.
The ant family games.
They were partners for years on end because Auntie Ant was the only one to accept him.
Yes, he's the only human I think we've realized.
Yeah,
In the anthill is the only
He's
human.
an ant-sized human. And, like, of course they have so many more legs. Like, they're gonna win.
Yeah, he can't outrace them, so he had to team up.
So you teamed up.
And everyone else also teamed up, which is weird because they're ants, so they're just stacking. so you have Gerald, and then you have
So, like, they lose.
double ant.
They lose.
Yeah, because they're slower, because the ants weigh more.
Yeah.
Somehow.
So maybe they, like, maybe they did really get along, except for the fact, and then, like, they were, like, sort of buddies, so like, he was, like, assistant at the bakery. You know what I mean? And then maybe there's like off screen, there's a spat. And like he also knows the murder mystery has like clues. It's like one of the aunts is like, well, I heard through my aunt window you say this to her, like reveal the argument.
Interesting. Okay. Maybe the fuel for this is she fires him from the bakery because he's ruining her image. Nobody will come to the bakery because there's a human working there.
Because of speciesism.
It's, I guess. This is just like an anti-bullying storyline.
Wow, oh my goodness.
Essentially, we're teaching
That
them
is
about
a kid's
jealousy.
show, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's murder mystery, but it's really
anti-bullying.
It's really about anti-bullying.
Be nice.
Don't judge people just because they're humans.
Sorry. My hand felt sticky and I had to investigate. It's fine, it's actually not.
Be nice. Sorry.
No. Why? So this is a quote, actually. This is a complete side note. Duxies. Nobody knows what that is.
You should.
It was something that we did in college. We wrote a duck version of Newsies.
And yeah.
This is a section we quote.
This is a section that we quote often
in our, like, 10-minute version of Newsies, but it's ducks.
If we reach 50,000 subscribers, we will post that.
With the permission of the person who is also in it.
We can cut her out if she doesn't want it. That seems just the two of us.
Yeah, true, yeah. Okay, yeah. 50,000.
50,000 subscribers. I know we usually, like, go for gold,
like
but, like,
31, 32.
I'm saying that because I doubt it'll happen.
Yeah. Yeah. The less close to Duxies we are, the better. Where were we? Oh, yeah.
Right. She fired him from the bakery because he was ruining her image.
Yes. And so that's a little rah.
And that's the argument that was overheard by, I think, like, little Timmy aunt.
Timmy aunt, yeah. I like it.
Like a little kid.
Yes.
The up-and-comer.
In a little kid story, there has to be little kids.
Yeah, there's a little kid.
Always.
And he talks like this. I heard that through the wall. He must be
I don't know why I pictured this as, like, a children's book. As, like, with, you know, like, those really thick pages. You, like, flip it open.
Well, maybe it's a children's book, but you can press the button and you can hear it talk.
I like it.
Hey, hello.
Okay.
It's me, Timmy.
Hi, Timmy.
Go through the book. And it's, that's what Timmy reveals. Is Timmy also a suspect?
I feel like, yes.
He has to be.
Because he overheard it.
Yeah, what were you doing lurking?
Placing the blame.
What were you doing
Yeah,
lurking?
you were actually about to commit arson.
Timmy's like, another person like, Timmy, I saw you have a flamethrower in your bag. I just had a flamethrower because I wanted, to create the fireworks.
I was gonna make s'mores.
Yeah. That's genuinely his
And he just has a
motivation.
flamethrower.
That's his clue that makes you think it's him is that he has a flamethrower in his backpack at all times.
He has the tea and a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Excellent.
And then Gerald's a suspect, obviously, because Timmy overheard him. So that's how he gets his name in the bucket. And also everyone just hates him.
Yeah.
Because he's human. And then I feel like we need a third suspect.
Oh, yeah. At least.
Like, it could be Uncle Ant, but everyone knows them as a happy family.
I think he is a suspect, but he's easily
excused.
Easily removed. Like, if you guess him, you're really trying to do something that is like, bro, what?
Yeah.
What about... I feel like there's a sassy sister aunt. Or, like, Timmy's, like, cousin twice removed.
Tim's cousin twice? Like, not related to Auntie Aunt, but related to the child?
Well, how's
so
Tim
the other
related?
suspect is also a child?
How's Tim related? Well, cousins twice removed could be like 20.
Real.
My second cousins are... No, well, actually, that's not true. Some of them are older than me. Many of them are not. So, they could be older.
I guess, yeah. But...
Clarice.
Clarice. And why is Clarice a suspect?
Maybe Clarice runs because she's visiting for the family function from another anthill.
Okay.
So maybe it's just another anti-bullying because she's an outsider.
Or she runs a competitive bakery.
Ooh.
So there's 2 bakeries and she has one.
She runs the bakery in her anthill. And she was trying to steal a secret recipe a la SpongeBob Krabby Patty.
Yes.
Plankton.
For a lemon tart.
Damn.
Yeah. Deep.
And that she wanted to hide her evidence.
Yes, by burning down the bakery.
Right.
So I feel like it has to be. Well, if we've got a child suspect with a flamethrower.
Yeah, the flamethrower is really anything. There's no squirt. Yeah, it was burnt.
So I feel like it had to be burnt down. So the first child suspect, very, very poorly placed. Flamethrower. He didn't mean it. He just likes s'mores.
Yeah. But you know what I bet? I think that flamethrower is the murder weapon.
Oh, interesting.
Like, I think Gerald did take it.
Okay.
And use it to burn it. Because what else would he have done? And then he managed to get it back in Timmy's bag. Okay. Timmy noticed it.
I keep forgetting that Gerald is the actual murderer.
Yeah.
And keep why don't just okay, yeah.
Yeah, like,
he's like, can I borrow this to make a creme brulee? Like,
here goes Timmy.
Thanks. And Timmy's just sitting there.
Burnt
bakery creme brulee.
And then he's like, well, I heard them arguing.
Yeah, I heard
That's
them
fighting.
fighting. Yeah.
Timmy. Unreliable narrator.
It's like 6.
Yeah, he's trying.
Okay. And then this other aunt, I can't remember her name. Clarice. Competitive Clarice. She was just there. She was just visiting.
Yeah, she actually just genuinely wanted to learn. You know, being an up and coming aunt. Baker aunt.
Okay.
And then everyone immediately is like, hey, you must have wanted the recipe. You want to cover your tracks. She's like, no.
I just came for vacation.
I came because you're my family, and I was invited by you. And I asked Auntie Aunt for some advice, for some business advice.
I, in fact, did not commit arson. And arson. Okay.
How is it so difficult to understand?
Understand.
I cannot.
You can't.
Exit the premises.
Well, what about the rant? The rant?
That was not good. That was not good.
No, I lost it. Okay, how does our story resolve?
Okay. I feel like because it is a kid's show, Gerald must be forgiven. Even though in any other world, there would be massive
life in prison.
All the time it's like, you did this, and now it's fine. And children's shows like, you did that, but that was silly. You just tried to murder us.
Yeah.
But
we understand you were just an outcast.
now you, thought about it, and now it's okay.
Does he, admit to it? Or does he wait until Timmy gets accused and then goes, wait, it was really me? Or does everyone just assume it was him because he's human?
I feel like you're made really obvious. Well, no, because here's my thought. It's coming. The audience wouldn't think it's him. The audience would think it's a fake out. It's someone else. But no, it really is him.
It is him. So it's blatantly obvious the whole time, but that's why people are like, no, it can't be.
It must be Clarice.
It has to be Clarice.
Or Timmy.
Yeah, and then really we've woven more Clarice and Timmy into this story.
Yes.
Yeah. There's more.
There's more. This is like an hour
More
long
relationship.
special.
Yeah.
We find more about them. There's other characters. We meet
the whole family.
But I don't think we meet Clarice's. I think only Clarice was invited. I think that anthill there's some bad blood.
Oh yeah, Clarissa's the only one they still talk to.
Yeah, because she's like Switzerland
Yeah.
in the ant world.
Ant Switzerland. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
What? Wait. Okay. Actually, though, how did he do it? We know he took Timmy's flamethrower. And then how? Because we were thinking that he didn't know she was in there.
Yeah, I was feeling like maybe she went to the bathroom or she went to the storage room.
Yeah,
and he wanted to just ruin her creme brulees a little bit.
Like it was supposed to be because it's like family games, right?
Yeah.
My family does the family Olympics.
I love that.
Something like that.
Incredible.
And it's like pickleball. Something we do not play, but I feel like the ants play it.
Yes.
It's like the pickleball event. He knows that's her event. She wins every year.
Mm.
She pickles.
She's really good at pickling.
She's the best. So he's like, she must be there.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll just go in and I'll ruin some of her pastries. I'll take this flamethrower and I'll just...
And then it gets out of
burn
hand.
them. And then one of them just catches fire.
As
pastries do.
He doesn't realize they're
flammable.
the flamethrowers, goosed. What am I looking for?
Gusto?
No, I guess so. Yeah.
What's goosed? I don't know, but I like it.
Goosed. Because the only one who knows how to use it is Timmy. Because he was trained for his, magic trick.
Anti-firefighting.
Yeah. Anti-firefighting and setting fires. Timmy's just a pyromaniac.
He's just like a Boy Scout.
I love Timmy.
Timmy's perfect. I like that Timmy's a Boy Scout, actually.
I love that.
That would explain the fire. The fire?
He's always prepared.
Yeah. He's just ready to make a campfire all the time.
Yeah, that's another event in their games is...
How fast can you build a fire?
And he wins every time.
Yeah, and that's why he's a suspect. Okay, we've filled in the gaps. Perfect.
Excellent.
Did we ever... I think I short-circuited. Does Gerald come forward? Does everyone just assume that it was him and then he just apologizes and it's all fine?
Yeah, I feel like he very, you haven't seen Bridgerton.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, Penelope Featherington.
Okay.
She does something that would be unexcusable. Okay. I know who likes Bridgerton. Penelope's actions, it's crazy that her consequences were not more. She, totally, tears down the queen all the time in writing. And then she's like, hello, everyone. And everyone else. And she's like, hey, everyone. It's me, Penelope. It was me. And I'm sorry. And I hope you can forgive me. And then they're like, cool. We liked reading it. And that's how it ends.
Oh.
And then I'm like, how is there not more consequences for this?
Literally messing with the queen.
Yeah, she was so pissed. She was had a search party out for her. And then she comes forward and the queen's like, yeah, it's alright.
Actually, it's all fine.
I kind of liked, going after you. I think something like this happens.
Okay.
I think he,
ceremoniously... Maybe he, rebuilds the bakery.
Yeah, he, ceremoniously stands up in front of the whole family and is like, I did it. And I'm sorry. I didn't think she was in there.
It was an accident.
She was at pickleball. I'm sorry.
And then they all just forget.
And then they're like, it's okay. She's with us in spirit.
And then they all stack and run off into the sunset.
That's a horrifying visual. I hate it.
I can't stop seeing it. I think we killed it.
I think that was
we killed Ant.
Yeah, Anti-Ant.
Anti-Ant.
I think that was great. I think that should be produced. We need to start sending these to
just random producers.
Yeah, because they would listen to this. They would take the time.
Yeah. Definitely. Well,
it's like that why don't you just call Taylor up?
Let's just call up, I don't know, what channels still exist?
Treehouse TV.
Treehouse. Is this old enough? What age is Treehouse?
I don't know.
I feel like it might be a little older than Treehouse. What's the other one?
Disney Channel?
This could.
Nickelodeon?
Yes.
It's giving
This
Nickelodeon.
is really giving Nickelodeon. Okay,
Like
so we're just gonna
animated.
call up Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon, if you're watching this, you're not. Call us.
You know, we'd love to pitch this more to you. We can expand.
Yep. Send us an email. We love them.
Yeah.
I do love an email.
So, close up.
All right, and I think that's it for this week's episode of Hashtag Fire Emoji.
I always forget to say it.
And thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Good ciao.